foundation is unstable, everything you build on it will feel uncertain. That's why people feel overwhelmed even when nothing bad is happening. It's not the world, it's the lack of stillness within. You're not tired because of what you're doing. You're tired because of how much energy you're leaking into mental resistance, overthinking, and emotional avoidance. There's a beautiful concept in Eastern philosophy that says, when the heart is calm, the path becomes clear. It doesn't mean the world becomes perfect. It means your perception sharpens. You stop reacting to noise and start responding from awareness. This is where real strength comes from, not from trying to control others, but from bringing order to your own energy. The greatest warriors don't fight for control, they train for clarity. The practical implication is this: if you want to make better decisions, attract healthier relationships, or create a life of purpose, you must first bring stillness to your inner world. That stillness isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you cultivate. Through conscious breathing, solitude, self-reflection, and disciplined focus, you begin to settle the chaos. You begin to take responsibility for your state instead of blaming the environment. And the moment you do that, a shift begins. Not just in how you feel, but in how life responds to you. Conversations change, opportunities start to show up. You stop pushing and start receiving.
All right. We're going to start on the 30. The candle actually came out yesterday is what I was noticing. The month candle, the new month candle came out yesterday. So we got a markup for the month. I'm going to remove the marking. We got a new month. So the monthly high for the 30 is 44,604.2. The low is 42,349.7. We got the monthly high at 44,604.2. The low, 42,349.7. The mid-month resistance is 43,477. So that's how the monthly should look. The month and the week high, the monthly and the weekly high is the same. But that midweek resistance is gonna change because it made it high today. So we got 44,604. Got 2 for the week high, weekly, monthly high, and we got 42,581.1 for the weekly low, giving us the midweek resistance area of 43,592.6. Now I know y'all seen the Nas and the 30 going opposite directions today. And you see where the 30 is at right now? The Nas was already in that area to sell. And now the 30 is coming into that area to sell too. It's at a weekly, daily order, sell order block. It don't mean it's gonna start selling immediately, but I'm anticipating it to turn around. We're gonna go over and we're gonna mark the Nasdaq. The Nas dumped already today. New month candle. We got the monthly high for Nas at 22,732.35 and the monthly low 21,060.23. Oh, the high 22,732.35. The low 21,060.23. Giving you a mid-month resistance area of 21,896.29. Move over to the weekly. We got the weekly monthly high area. The same. The weekly and the monthly is the same high, especially because it's a new month. So the weekly monthly high is 22,750.52. The low is 21,812.57. Given a mid, it's hard. Oh, a monthly and a weekly is different because the weekly high is 750, so the weekly high is actually slightly higher. Weekly highs 22,750.52. Okay, got a midweek resistance at 22,281.55. See, Nas was already in the area of sell right here. It was already a weekly sell block. I was anticipating this thing to sell before, but it just started selling. And today they was moving in opposite direction. The 30 and Nas was moving in opposite direction. It retested the monthly high right here on the 4-hour. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger, but you can see the retest. It came to here and retested that monthly high right there. Right here. And that was your entry pattern on a 4-hour time frame. They don't typically move in a opposite direction. And it did make a 4-hour order block right here. That candle. I'm anticipating 30 to start selling. I really am anticipating to sell. I know we had news today, but the news caused this to sell. It caused the Nas to sell, and it didn't cause the 30 to sell. They went in opposite direction, which don't usually happen. So the market is gonna have to regulate itself. I'm anticipating to sell though. It just haven't given me an indication that it's gonna sell yet. When I get the indication for a sell for the 30, I'm gonna be looking for a sell because the area that is in right here, the daily, weekly sell order block and a strong sell came out of this area. This is a strong volume area for selling. Where we at right now? Y'all see that? So from here, 1, 2 on a weekly chart, on a daily chart. This is the area where it sells at. Overall high is 45, 45.82. So it can go up to the 45 mark, or 45 to that marker, but this is the area we in. We should be anticipating sales sometime soon. Okay. All right, so we got the monthly, the new month high for gold is 33.58.01. Gold. The low is 32.44.02. All right. So we got the high at 33.58.01. The low 32.44.02. Given a mid-month resistance of 3301.02. I've got a weekly candle open up. But a weekly and a monthly high is the same. The weekly low is slightly higher than the monthly low. I mean, slightly lower than slightly higher than that monthly low. Yeah. So we got the weekly monthly high at 33.58.01. 32.47.87 for the weekly low. Given a mid-month resistance of 33.02.94. Bouncing off the mid-month, mid-week resistance. This is where it's been buying up from. It's where it's rejecting from. But when you look on here, it look kind of like consolidation. Like it hasn't really made no significant moves. We've been in this area right here for a minute. We haven't went back up above that 3,500 yet. So for Bitcoin, a new month's high is 107.579.30. The monthly low is 99.732.47. $107.579.30. 99.732.47. The mid-month resistance of 103,655.89 for the mid-month resistance. The weekly market is still the same. So it should look like that for Bitcoin. And we are in the first month of the third quarter. We are in the first month of the third quarter. And Bitcoin is also right here inside of a daily order block. This cell right here, it's a daily order block right here. This is it right here. And this is what I was waiting for yesterday for it to make a break. I was telling you, like, if it has to break below to confirm, because it was in this midsection and we didn't have a clear break below or above, so we didn't know which direction it was moving. So I'm gonna be looking for sells for Bitcoin because we got to break below the midweek. We got it coming out of a order block. It's in a daily order block, coming down out of a daily order block. Below the midweek, but coming out of a 4-hour order block, so a daily 4-hour order block period. So we can be anticipating sell. Let me put a trend line on there. Trend line hasn't formed a clear trend on a daily yet. But this is definitely another order block period that it's formed. So coming out of, I will wait until it pulls back up. By entry. And so you want to look to take your entry right around that midweek marker, right around here. That's what we're looking at for Bitcoin. And I'm looking at this because this right here is what the area we was looking for to break. That's why you have an engulfing breaking below the midweek. So I'm looking to take the sell right here at the midweek resistance area, or when it pulls up towards that area. Okay, it don't have to be exact, but the pull up towards that area would be your ideal entry. But you want your stop above that to take profit. Bitcoin moves very quickly. So I know it's likely to break this in a day. It's likely going to break that week low. So I'm looking forward to sell, but I know we're going to get resistance here at the mid-month area. So that will be my take profit. Will be our TP2. This is the TP1 here. The weekly low will be TP1. The midweek will be TP. The mid-month will be TP2. The retest we have here on the daily for gold, right here, I'm thinking gold is going to break this. It's rejecting off the mid-month, midweek area on a daily. You got to retest on a daily. Price came here and came and retested right here and didn't break. Okay, on a daily chart, it's breaking above the mid-month, mid-week area resistance. Okay, so we can anticipate that it's going to come into this daily order block here before we see rejection. We're out of session, so you do see it pull back. Like it's not really doing much, but moving sideways because we're not in session. But I'm anticipating a buy for gold. With the trend line here. It's the trend line. When it pull back towards the trend during London, when it pull back towards this line is where you're going to be looking to take your entries at for gold for a buy. And I'm taking a buy. The reason I'm looking for a buy is because we have it coming above the mid-month area, the mid-month resistance area. We got confirmed retest on a daily. Price retested this area and didn't break. And it has not come into the area of sell yet. It's actually coming out of an area of buy right down here. It didn't break that area. Actually came into the area and went back up. The price retested this buy order block and went back up. It has not came up into here yet. And the high of this order block here is what 34.51. So we can anticipate gold to go up. I'll be looking for entries in the pullback towards this order block. go back towards this trend line. This is also order block though. Yeah. So that would be in a TP1. To break this first order block would be a TP1. Up here would be a TP2. But it's gonna come into this area. It broke this order block. Has to break this one for the buy to continue. So I gotta break that 33.85. But I'm anticipating a buy for gold. I'm gonna look at the DXY. And confirm. The dollar index is still dropping. It should still dropping. And how the dollar opened up for the month. And it got a fall. It's still falling. Y'all see that? The buy order block for the buy area for the dollar is down here. I'm gonna mark up the DXY. We do this so that we can know which way gold is moving. The monthly high is 100,045. And the monthly low is 96.377. So we got the high at 100.045 and the low at 96.377. Given a mid-month resistance of 98.211. Dollar dropped a little bit lower. The weekly and monthly low is the same. Still going low. There's a weekly order block down here. The high is 98 or 69. The low is 96, 377. Given a midweek resistance of 97.432. I mean, 423, not 423. Got the dollar index still showing that it's selling. So that's confirming that gold is going to continue buying. So this is where we're looking for gold to come into. Sell on Bitcoin, sell on gold. I'm really looking for 30 to reverse. We do got a retest up here. Next price retested this high and didn't break. It is in the area of sell here. We're on a daily order block. We're inside of a daily order block here. And this is a pretty strong order block that we're coming into. So I am anticipating sell for the 30, but I'm waiting to see a reversal pattern. I need something to indicate that it's going to turn around. Right now, I'm not seeing no indication that it's giving me that it's going to reverse. So I'll wait more towards New York session to see if it gives us a reversal on the 30. Nas is in the area of sell. It retested the high and started selling already. That's why I'm also anticipating that 30 is going to sell because they follow each other. They might be moving in opposite directions today, but they got to sync back up to move in the same direction. They typically would be in sync with each other. And Nas, I was saying yesterday, was already in the area where it was supposed to sell. Yeah, it was already in the area where it was going to sell. It actually created a daily order block right here. That's a daily order block in a retest or not. So we're anticipating for Nas to sell. For Nas and 30, I'm going to look for these entries towards New York session. I don't want to give y'all entry tonight. I want to look at a better entry for the morning, but more towards New York session. But I'm still anticipating a sell. was seeing that this area is where we was rejecting that. I knew that shit was gonna go back up. Yeah. Oh, for GJ, the monthly high is 197.837. The low is 194.001. We got a high 197.837. A low of 194.001. Giving a mid-month resistance of 195.919. So the weekly is higher than the monthly. We got a weekly high of 198. We got 502. $198.502. The low be 196.374. $197.438 is your mid-week resistance. And we got GJ breaking below the midweek resistance. We'll be looking to take a sell on GJ. GJ setting up a nice coming out of an order block. We got an order block here. That's the daily order block that is coming out of there. And it's the 4-hour one. It's rejecting here at the midweek. I will be looking to take a sell on VJ. Got price rejecting here. We got price rejecting this weekly high area. Nice smooth thing right here. So look like the trend action is right around here. So when you get a pull up towards that area, I'll be looking for a TP1 there for GJ. TP2 for a longer hold. And that is where the daily order block is. Anyway, that mid-month area. That's why that profit area makes sense, TP2. So we looking like a sell on GJ. Sell on Bitcoin. We're looking for a buy on gold. I'm anticipating the 30 to start selling, but I'll put that when I look for an entry more towards New York session, I'm gonna post it under the trade ideas for Nas and for 30. Because I want to get a good entry. So I'm gonna look for an entry point for Nas and for US 30. Look for gold, buy, Bitcoin, sell, GJ, sell. Any questions? All right, y'all. We got our trades. We locked in. So what we looking at for tomorrow? Look, I'm gonna be posting Nas and 30 under the trade idea. All right. Let's go get this bread, y'all. High energy equal high income. Get that energy up. High energy equal high income. Let's go.